Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. Now, you may be asking yourselves, why am I staring at a Lotus Elise S1 again? Because we've already featured this car in an episode of this show. The reason why is because one of you guys requested that I run this against a Hennessey Venom GT, which is what we're going to do in this episode. Now, I am going to go ahead and tell you guys up front that I am going to be swapping the engine. I know some people don't like it when I swap the engine out, but for this battle, it's going to be necessary because the Venom GT is extremely fast, and if we want any sort of fighting chance, we're going to have to swap the engine in this thing. So without any further ado, we're going to jump into the Venom GT, drive it out to the highway, set a speed, then come back, drive this stock, and then tune it up. So we'll see what happens. Let's go to the highway. It's a little unruly for snow, I'll say that. Oh, God. That's a fence. It's an animal. Oh my God, is it an animal? It is an absolute animal, guys. This car is nothing to be taken lightly. That is for certain. God, it doesn't grab traction in third until like 130 plus. It's absolutely freaking wild. And just to do it, I'm gonna run a drift lap around the around this roundabout. You know why? Because it can. Look at this. If you push the steering angle too far, it tells you no. It tells you to stop being an idiot, and this is not what it's designed for, and that yeah, it wants you to stop. So on that note, we're gonna pull up to the line because this thing is for one thing and one thing only. Blasting through a speed trap. Absolutely blasting through it. So, we're going to do a boosted launch in second gear. So we can, let's see. Now, if we launch at, wow, we're not even making any boost at 2,800 RPM. Oops. That was not what I wanted to do. Oh, come on. Now you're going to bog out on me? Let's see. It's spooling up a little bit. 1.9. Oh. That's right where the turbo starts to spool. Right at 4,100 RPM. This is going to be nothing but wheel spin. 3, 2, 1, go. God, I wasn't full throttle until fourth. That's nuts. Well, it's got its work cut out for it. That 230 mile stock in the Hennessey Venom GT. If the Venom GT can even be described as something remotely close to a, air quotes, stock car, because this is really a tuned variant of a stock car anyway, but this is how it comes from Hennessey if you order one. So, purposes of this show. So, without any further ado, let's head back to the garage, grab our stock Elise S1, see what it does through the trap stock. In fact, I don't even really remember what it does through the trap in stock form, so that'll be a nice refresher for me and for you guys. And then, we're going to build it up with a different engine swap and see if it can get anywhere close to 230 miles an hour, because that is a hell of a speed. It'll still rotate, though. It's actually really fun to do. Especially after, like I said, being in something as crazy powerful as the Venom GT, it's actually really fun to be in something where you can just floor it out of every turn. Will it still drift? It will a little bit. It'll power oversteer a little bit. Not much, but a little. All right. So this is going to be a first gear launch. No crazy launch control here. Just an old school dump of the clutch. I'm going to say about like 4,000 RPM. 3, 2, 1, go. Really, really drama-free launch. Don't you do it, Minnie. And come on! Boom! 137. 137 as opposed to 230. That is a huge gap. That's a tremendous gap. I don't know if this thing will even break 200. Now, as I said before, we are going with a engine swap, and that engine swap is going to be our first order of business, and I'm honestly going to run downforce on this car because I'm concerned about whether or not it's going to actually, like, stick to the ground. Let's see. Race, or drag. Might as well. I mean, seriously, might as well. I'm gonna try and squeeze every last inch of grip out of this car that I can, because I really don't know how this is gonna go. We're gonna run a 235 up and 55 in the back, but 255s are not gonna be anywhere close to capable of holding down the power we're going to make, at least in the first couple of gears. It might hook in third, but even that is debatable. So next up, we're going to go ahead and handle everything in here. We might as well put race brakes on it. We might as well put a race suspension on it. And then we might as well take as much weight out of it as we can, bringing us down to 1,300 pounds. Well, right under 1,400, which is still a lot less than the Venom GT. So now we're going to build the 3.2 inline 6. And this should be a really interesting engine to run in this car, this engine setup, because I don't know if you would actually be able to fit it in real life. I really don't. I mean, it's kind of a big toss-up whether or not you'd be able to fit something like this in here in real life, but let's see. We'll do the flywheel, and then we'll see how much power we make and how much we weigh. 761 horsepower, 551 foot-pounds of torque, weighing in at 1,445 pounds. Which, those are really, really solid numbers, but I don't know if they're solid enough to beat the Venom GT. And we're going to do a little bit of tweaking with the aero and just kind of make it fully tuned for speed. So I don't want it to be causing much drag. I want it to be pushing us into the ground, but I also don't want it to be causing us drag. So I'm going to drop the rear tire pressure down to like 20. And then I'm not going to mess with the gearing yet. And let's do max speed with the aero. And let's see. There we go. And it claims our top speed is only 201 miles an hour. So, let me mess with the gear ratios a little bit, and we'll see what the dyno says. 226 miles an hour. Well, that's a nice improvement. A lot of this is going to be in the final drive. 230.8. So I'm going to keep tuning it for speed until it starts going back down. Oh, it started to go back down. 229.9. 230.8. Okay, so 230.8 is right now is where we're going to leave it. And at this point, it's time to take this thing back to the highway and see what it's capable of. It's very fast, but it also doesn't turn very well with these drag tires. It really doesn't. Wow, this might actually be faster accelerating than the Venom GT. I feel like the Venom GT might still have it on the top end, but wow! Look at this acceleration! That is tremendously fast. It's all going to be a game of who's got the better, like, top end. That's literally going to be it. It's literally going to be it. And this thing hooks in second with these drag tires and the addition of the aero and everything. Whew! All right, this is going to be a fun one. Let's see how it does with a boosted launch in second. Let's look at the telemetry. Oh, God, we're going to launch at 17.8 pounds of boost, 4,700 RPM. 3, 2, 1, go! Come on! Wow, it's really fast. It's really freaking fast. Ah! Okay, that dropped our speed a little bit. $211.5 miles an hour. Okay, so it's not as fast as the Venom GT, but it's damn good. It is damn close. And this acceleration, let's do like a brake boost rolling launch. Like if you were going to, let's say, 50 roll somebody. And 3, 2, 1, go. This thing is fast. fast from a boosted launch on a roll. That is a really quick car. I mean, this is probably one of the quickest, maybe 80 to 120 cars that I own. I mean, just watch what it does. Well, let's try 60 to 120. And go. That's crazy. Let me try and shift it better this time. And go. It prefers for you to shift it slower and a little bit more gently, but still, God, it's fast. There's 200. And I have no doubts that it'll get to that top speed, that claimed top speed of 230.8. It's just not going to do it. It's not going to do it within the space that was kind of, that was given to it. So I have no doubts it would go that fast. It just needs more space to do it. But the problem is, if the Hennessey Venom GT was given more space, it would go faster as well. So the Venom GT is still faster. But the thing is, since that car is based literally on this car, if you put that drivetrain in this, it would literally end up being the same car. So, whoa, brakes, 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 brakes. Woo! Yeah, that's, oh, man. This little thing is quite a ride, that's for sure. So if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more, make sure you leave the suggestions in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and I'm having a blast really covering these subscriber suggestions, so keep them coming. I'm really having a blast with these, and I hope you guys are enjoying watching them. Talk to you all later.